Satan's a messenger. You bring the
snacks and treats
of conquered kings to my city steps. You insult my
snacks.
You threaten my people with
chips and sweets.
Oh, I've chosen my words carefully.
Listeners.
Perhaps you should have done the same. This is blasphemy. This is madness. This is
You Tried Dat. You Tried Dat, episode 300. I'm Nick Novak and my pal Jade Hancock.
Howdy.
Nick Geiger.
Hello.
We've made it.
300.
$3 bills.
This is it. We're done. It's the last episode.
It's a big round number. It's important.
Mm-hmm.
So we're here.
Wow.
Okay.
And man, it feels like nothing.
It does feel like a lot less than 300. It's a large sounding number.
It feels like less than 300, but if I bet I listened to episode 1, I'd be like, oh shit, we were bad. And we're still bad. But, well, yeah, I was going to say, but it feels at least, we've got at least a little bit of the mechanics down at this point.
Yeah, we always plan our segments ahead of time, and yeah, we've got the mechanics down.
Yeah.
So somebody has beaten our number of 300.
What?
I got the number 320. This is a man in Peru.
Mm-hmm.
The story is that man hides tarantulas, centipedes, and ants and is stopped from boarding flight. So what happened was a man is trying to board the flight in Lima, Peru, and walks into customs looking very extraordinarily swollen, it says. They ask him to lift his shirt, and he has 320 plastic bagged hand-sized tarantulas stuffed under his shirt. So this guy
each one in its own individual plastic bag, or one giant plastic bag with 320 spiders.
It says each one in its own bag with some kind of like I forget the kind of some like a parchment paper or something, so that the bags were not clear. I guess he thought this was the backup. As long as the bags weren't clear, no one could tell there was tarantulas in them.
That's a perfectly normal thing to have 320 empty plastic bags taped to your stomach. Yeah, so
I gotta be honest, that's an awful lot.
It said 35 adult size that are about the size of an average hand. So that's a fucking ton of space right there.
Yeah.
And then 285 juvenile tarantulas. So he thought he might
got that barely legal tarantula.
You a my motherfucker, won't you back that tarantula up?
So I'm not sure what his plan was. He probably has looks like a fucking like cartoon guy like trying to smuggle another person.
Was it like a guy, like all the tarantulas wearing a giant trench coat and hat and trying to walk in through the customs? Just one big tall guy, don't mind us.
What he thought was gonna like, can he sit down without smashing tarantula? I don't know, like
yeah. Sir, buckle your seatbelt. You don't want me to do that. You don't want me to buckle my seatbelt.
Just a bunch of like squealing.
I will just stand here in the aisle if you don't mind.
And they were alive, right? It wasn't like corpses.
Right. Because I guess there's some kind of a market for these things. Mm-hmm. And so he's going to make a lot of money. And he's also incredibly impatient. So instead of making like a few trips where you might be able to hide them,
yeah,
like fuck it, I'm taking them all.
Well,
32 tarantula trips seems a bit more appropriate.
How expensive are the flights? Those tarantulas don't probably pay for themselves. I don't know what you do with them once you get them there, like tarantula fights or something, but
tarantula fights. Hell yeah. Fight them tarantulas.
He's like the Mike Vick of tarantulas.
I got $300 on the black one the size of my hand. They're both, they look the same. They're fucking spiders.
They're both the size of an average human hand.
Yeah.
It did say a sting from one of these a bite can feel like you're being shot and can cause temporary paralysis. So this man is also putting his life.
Okay. One of their bites can feel like you received a gunshot? That's probably not true.
I don't know. It might be like these fucking venomous things.
Pussies.
Well, we got a surprise for episode 300.
Oh, God, turn around.
Open up your shirt. There's a plastic bag taped to your belly.
That's my surprise that you taped a live animal to my body.
Well,
I didn't realize it, but you're right. There it is. I didn't believe Chad at first, but lo and behold.
You thought you were putting on weight. It's not. It's 300 tarantulas.
Yeah, that's no beer gut you got there.
No,
That's 20 tarantulas in bags. I'm trying to figure out the logistics of how, like, so you layer. How long does it take to get all that many bags taped to you? Right? Like, how do you do it? Like, you layer. Do you like flip the bags? Rotate the bags upside down so you got the thick part lining up with the thin part of the bag behind it. I'm really
head to toe.
Yeah. I don't understand how this is even possible. That many.
Mm-hmm.
I'm picturing him like with a suitcase, like, have you ever watched that, like, Deadliest Catch where they have the crab pots full of crabs, they're shaking them all out, and it just puts the suitcase up and just shakes out like 81 tarantulas in a suitcase. That sounds nasty.
I feel like I'd be sitting there. It's like one of those with 2 seats on each side of the aisle. And I'm in one, and you see him coming down, and you're like, "Shit, please no, please no."
Why is his nipples moving? I don't know. That's fucking weird.
Then he stops right in front of you. I believe this is my seat.
Oh shit! If you sat down, and you just saw like one tarantula, like legs stick out of the guy's shirt collar and start like rubbing his neck, would you be like immediately like seat please, like I need a new seat, like just get freaking out?
I need a new seat? Is that what you yell when you don't like your seat on a plane?
If I'm sitting next to a guy stuffed to the gills with tarantulas,
if I see one leg come out and play with his neck,
just like one little leg come out,
I just figure he's got an itchy neck and does. And he hasn't bathed in a while, so his chest hair is alive.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
That's what I would think.
You're right. I stand corrected. That makes sense. His chest hair is, says here, alive. Got it.
If I just saw a spider hand come up from someone's shirt, I wouldn't first think that this guy's smuggling tarantula. Like, if that's all I knew about it, I would think
you just thought maybe a spider was on
his
him
shirt,
somehow,
and he doesn't know. Right.
Yeah.
He had a tarantula the size of a human hand in his shirt and didn't know. That's what you would think.
But if he was sitting there, sitting next to me, and his whole body was moving like a fucking waterbed for the last 10 minutes,
I'd probably say new seat.
I'm thinking something's a little off with this guy. This whole shirt's rippling. This seems pretty.
Sir, have
gross.
you not bathed in a while? It seems your chest hair is alive.
You smell like cobwebs. I don't know if tarantulas make cobwebs, actually. I feel like I've been gunshot 7 times in the last 5 minutes. My leg is coated in tarantula.
If you had to tape a tarantula covered to your body, where would you go? Like, it's got to be.
Where would I go?
You can't place it on your hand, right?
Where are you going to tape it? He's saying.
Yeah, where? Are you
I'm like to the doctors. All right.
To the black market to sell a tarantula. That's where I'm going. To the dark web.
Maybe depending on how the tarantula lay, I could hang them on my chin and you wouldn't notice because I got a pretty fuzzy goatee. Blend in.
But it's in a plastic bag, he said.
Oh, that's true.
You would put it covering your mouth.
I would put a COVID mask over my face. They must never know. I'd breathe through a tarantula for 4 hours. That would be real cool.
I'm pretty sure I could hide a plastic bag spider in my gigantic ass crack. No problem.
I knew that was coming. Yeah. I knew.
That sounds like the best spot.
Yeah. Chad's got his old spider locker over there. He's going to go put him in.
Chad, your ass is moving like a waterbed. Yeah, that's just my fucking tank belly fat. Or butt fat, I mean. Just my butt fat. It jiggles a lot.
I mean, I do think your stomach's probably the best, your stomach or your armpit or something.
Your armpit would be pretty
so you can
fucking
make fake fart sounds all in the plastic bag.
So if it's crawling around, it's just looks like my armpit hair. Yeah.
Looks like you haven't bathed and your armpit hair is alive. Yeah.
Maybe if it dangled off your balls, it looked like a little merkin, like a little hairy shower cap down there.
Why are your balls uncovered?
Don't you sit on airplanes with fully clothed except a hole for your balls? Isn't that what you normally do?
I take my pants off so I'm more comfortable. And if anyone approaches me, I go, "Don't worry, I'm just smuggling some tarantulas." And I point down at my crotch. I haven't washed my pubes in a while, and they're alive. That's what's happening down there.
Yeah, we've gotten a lot better in 300 episodes.
This shit wouldn't have flown in
300 is the fucking worst one yet. Right. We do have good snacks. The snacks have gotten better because today we've got a murderer's row of snacks here. We're gonna try them on rate them on a 5-point scale. I love that, like that, indifferent to that, dislike that, and hate that. 3 heavy hitters today at the last chance to make it to Snack More next week. Let's start with the Snickers pecan. Now, this Geiger did get us the giant king size, share size as they call it, and it says pecans, caramel, nougat, and milk chocolate. It appears they have just replaced the peanuts with pecans.
It's got 2 segments to it.
A little food fact, since we never do those, is that the king size used to be 1 full bar, if you remember, and now it breaks into 2.
For the Snickers.
Yeah, and now they can call it a share size.
Oh, all right. I did not know that.
Well, everything got renamed for share size because woke, right? Because women can eat them too, isn't that it?
Because
is that why?
Yeah, because woke, man. Yeah, because woke. That's why.
Apparently, this is also Joe Rogan's 300 podcast.
I thought it was for COVID because then you don't have to break it half and touch the other person's bar.
Yeah, remember in the middle of the pandemic when we were all thinking about sharing Snickers with random strangers? You guys remember that time?
Remember when king size used to be so long and unwieldy that they kept brushing up against people's COVID-riddled noses? You had to break it in half.
Remember when I smuggled 320 king size Snickers on an airplane and one of the Snickers got out and was rubbing up against my neck?
I remember that.
Remember that? Yeah.
And you just said it had been a while since you washed your candy bars and now they were alive.
That's what I said.
The guy was just staring. The guy next to you was just staring, and you slowly turned and looked at him and said, "New seed."
My candy bars have COVID.
I'm gonna need this seat for my candy bars if you don't mind.
This the part where you find a new seat because I need my candy bars to have a seat.
Wyatt Earp smuggling candy bars? This plane is only big enough for one of us. And by us, I mean you and me and my candy bars.
You a long way from home, businessman.
This the candy bar plane.
Back where I'm from, we called them king size, but apparently that's too woke for America.
All right, Geiger. Snickers pecan.
Share size. Go back to New York City, pretty boy.
We break our Snickers in half down here.
I ain't never sure if your guy is Southern or just has half a tongue. I don't know. We going back down here. That's the biggest Cajun 6-year-old I've ever heard of my entire life.
This guy think his shit don't stink because he got 1 candy bar.
How many candy bars you got strapped to your chest, boy? Lift up that shirt. Let's see.
I'm sharing here. It's a share size. I don't know why I felt compelled to explain the rest of that.
So stupid.
See what happened there. This is fine. I think if it didn't say Snickers, I would like it more, which sounds dumb, but my brain is auto-completing the Snickers taste in my head, and it tastes different, and it's just not jiving. Everything about it is the same as a Snickers, other than the nut. Same chocolate, same caramel, same nougat. That's all good. I like pecans. They just have more of a like the skin of the pecan has more of that like bitter taste, and it just works a little weird in the bar. And so what I think I'm missing is there's no saltiness that you get from a peanut. Not that the Snickers peanuts are like super salty or anything, but there's just like a savory bit to it that I'm just missing. I like it. I will give it a like that, but it's not as good as the regular Snickers, which I'm assuming Novak. I'm hoping to hear your classic. They took a classic and they fucked it up, but we'll see.
Chad?
Yeah, I mean, on the Mount Nutmore, right? Like, pecan. No. Hey. Get your mind out of the gutter here. Right. Pecan is clearly below jizz in my pants. No, pecan is below peanut, right? Like on the Mount Nutmore.
Why is it in your pants?
That's one of the nuts.
That's really low on the ways that I can nut.
Maybe the worst nut. I gotta be all over pants I'm still wearing.
The pecan is a strict downgrade from the peanut. Like you said, everything else here is the same, but they've taken one of the ingredients out and put in an inferior ingredient. There is like pretty much no situation where I'd rather have a pecan than a peanut here. This is true in this bar as well. The taste of the pecan brings the flavor of the bar down. Peanut just complements chocolate better. It is a proven fact. It's still pretty good because the other ingredients are good, sort of like despite that. But for me, it's like a very mild like that.
Well, once again, 300 episodes later, you guys are still saying what needed to be said. And Geiger, you foreshadowed my line.
Yeah.
You took the classic and you fucked with it.
Yeah.
Why are you fucking with it and just putting in a slightly worse nut?
Yep.
What's the point? I don't understand the fucking point of it.
5 minutes ago, we got 3 great snacks. Really looking forward to them. A minute later, you fucking idiots!
It's really disappointment because it's not bad,
right?
But they changed very little and they made it slightly worse. So like, if you're gonna change something, like, go crazy and make it significantly different and see if you can come up with something
Make
new.
it pizza flavored or something.
What's pepperoni in there?
We once ate, I feel like 3 different, like we once ate a hot Snickers. Do you remember that?
Yes, I do.
A spicy one, yeah.
Yeah. And that made, like, it wasn't great, but at least I was trying something different. This is just moderately worse, but it still tastes okay. I'm going to give it a low level like that. So we do have a welcome visitor with the Pecan Snickers, where I think a regular Snickers, we all agree, is like probably a love that.
Have we done the almond Snickers? Because those are pretty common by now. I feel like
you
wouldn't have felt that way about them.
Yeah, I think we may have.
Okay.
Give me a sec.
But I'm not sure I would give that a love either.
Yeah, that's fine.
Rockin' Nut Rogue, white Snickers, peanut butter, salty and sweet, fiery espresso, crisper. We have not done almonds specifically.
Oh, wow.
Right.
Okay. Stay tuned.
All right, my throat will lock up. But
stay tuned. Sometime in the next 300 or so, maybe we'll get around to that. I don't fucking know.
All right. This one I'm looking greatly forward to, and that's the WW Peanut Butter Bar by Wedel. I never really... This company, I think it's owned by that Lottie company that makes a lot of the snacks that we get from overseas. Basically what this is, what it looks to be, is a peanut butter Kit Kat. It looks exactly like a Kit Kat, but instead of saying Kit Kat on the bar, it says WW and claims to be peanut butter.
Smaller than it's thinner than a Kit Kat. There's not as much
a little bit
area inside. Yeah.
I mean, just barely.
Yeah.
But it does have the same 4 very distinct breakaway bars in there.
Give me a W. Give me a W.
Break me us a piece of that WW.
Rolls off the tongue. It's perfect.
Pretty catchy.
All right, Geiger. Or not Geiger. Geiger, you wait your goddamn turn.
Hold on, Geiger. Slow down. Stop trying to cut.
If Geiger will kindly wait, then I'll have Chad go.
This is what I think it is.
It's kind of interesting because when I was in Japan, I stumbled across a peanut butter Kit Kat flavor that they had. And I thought about bringing it back for the pod. I did not. And that was actually like a little disappointing because you guys remember we tried some of those Japanese Kit Kats and some of them can be really good. The peanut butter one, they just kind of don't know what they're doing with peanut butter over there in Japan. I don't know. It didn't taste right.
Countrywide problem.
Yeah. This kind of tastes a lot closer to what I was hoping that peanut butter Kit Kat tasted like. It's still not 100% exactly what I was hoping it would be. I will say that. I think I was hoping for just like maybe a little bit more peanut butter. I mean, the problem that this type of candy has is that Reese's sticks exist, so it's always going to draw that comparison to the Reese's stick, which is like basically a perfect candy bar. I still think this is really, really tasty though. So I am just barely going to squeak it into a Love Dat. This is not a super strong slam dunk Love Dat for me, but that combination of chocolate and peanut butter I think works just well enough for me to give it a Love Dat.
Okay, Love Dat, strong rating. If they cannot get... Wait, where did you say that you found the peanut butter? In Japan?
Yeah.
It's unfortunate did they make the whole outside peanut butter instead of chocolate? Is that how they did it?
No. There was just like a thin layer of peanut butter inside of it.
Okay. Now you mentioned the Reese stick, which to me is god tier of candy bar.
Right.
This is different in that it doesn't have the Reese stick. You can, if you were to peel it apart, find a pretty creamy layer of peanut butter in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
This is not. This is just really like integrated into it. You can't really in the cross section see it all that well.
Right.
But I do think this hits all the right notes for me. It's got wafers and peanut butter and chocolate together. To me, that's just about as good a combination as you can get. And I think they have done a very serviceable job putting them together. I think this is a great bar. I'm going to give it a second Love Dat. So we've got 2 Love Dats, and the pressure is on Geiger.
That should be the quote on the back of the package. It's serviceable.
Squeaked it into a Love Dat. What does that fucking mean? Says average consumer.
It's the top nut. I am with you largely. I do wish there was more peanut butter, and the peanut butter that was in there was either creamier or saltier. It's a little just sweet all the way through, but that is kind of what a Kit Kat is too. So it's not like the regular Kit Kat has a lot of variation in sweet and salty.
In my day, we nut in our pants. It's the only choice we had.
Was that or a bale of hay after a long day's labor?
Sir, why is your shirt moving like a waterbed? Nutted a lot in my shirt. That's why it's just full of cum.
Voluminous amount of nut in your shirt.
It's definitely not spiders.
I used to have to nut uphill both ways.
Apparently no one in the olden days had hands or cloths.
This the nutting plane, boy. You don't like that, find a new seat.
I remember that first airplane that flew out west with all the prospectors on it. There's nothing in them there hills. I'm going to go find me some.
I'm going to need this seat for my soggy pants. Move along.
Wow, the rules have become a lot more stringent in the airlines. Back then, you could smoke on them and nut in your pants and take your nut-soaked pants off.
I borrowed an extra ticket for my cum pants.
Look, stiff as a board, can't move, full of cum.
Anyway, think of a better way to nut than you tell me.
This was top nut. I looked at the snack more and it said I should nut in them pants.
Snack more. I checked this snack ranking to see where I should nut. That's what I did. It turns out they like, what is this? Scorching Hot Pringles and In a Woman. That's the other one that won. Anyway, I was rating a snack at one point. I
in
wish
the crazy horse position, we've got into a sock.
In the crazy horse position, not into a crazy horse, that's for sure. See, creamy and salty. I wish it was, but it's not. It was very poetic of me. I don't know why I came out backward, but I think it's very, very tasty. They did what they had to do. I'm with you. Basket of puppies. So love that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Basket of puppies. I think Kit Kat could put something out as good as this. A peanut butter, like an American version of it.
Yeah.
So I don't know why they haven't done it. They could get it. I think they could actually do better. Like, I don't think this is a perfect bar by any stretch of the imagination.
Snickers is throwing any old common nut in their bar, but Kit Kat can't figure out peanut butter. That's not
right.
Late entry for next week's finale here.
Yeah, it's got the momentum right now as benefit from the recency factor. We'll see if that'll help it out. But it is time. Chad's been long preparing a segment.
The segment for the 300th episode.
Do you need us to riff on nuts for 5 more minutes?
Weeks ago, you guys were like, hey, let's plan something special for the 300th episode. You've got plenty of time to do this, Chad. Then I got pneumonia and laid in bed for 4 weeks and forgot about it until today. So here we are with the BuzzFeed quiz. We haven't done one of these in a while, so
no.
We'll see how this goes. All right, so this one actually,
this seat is for my segment. Oh yeah.
I forgot to put together the nut more. So I'm kind of curious how this goes because this is a very recent quiz posted 2 days ago, and it says AI quiz. So BuzzFeed may be having AI write some quizzes. I'm not sure, but this quiz is called "This North Pole Simulator Knows Exactly What Your Name Would Be If You Were an Elf." Okay, we got a couple questions here. We're going to go through them and find out what your elf names would be. First question. Good morning, elf. Let's start the day with breakfast. Okay, here are your choices. This is breakfast. Okay, so here are your choices. Milk and cookies.
Well, you're an elf. Yeah.
Fruitcake has a picture of as you know, for milk and cookies, it has a picture of some of the shittiest looking chocolate chip cookies. And then a cup, which is very definitely not milk. It actually looks much more like a cup, either a cup of lemonade or a cup of semen. One of the two. But
lemonade and semen do not look anything alike. What lemonade have you been drinking?
It's like a cloudy, kind of watery liquid. It's definitely not milk.
Clearish, grayish lemonade.
Best nut in Santa's milk cup.
I got an extra seat for my nut cup for Santa.
Cup of nut milk or an ookie cookie?
Okay, milk and cookies, fruit cake, candy canes, has a picture of 3 candy canes, or Yule log. And Yule log,
Yule Brenner's dick?
It has a picture of like a chocolate roll cake that just looks like a fucking turd. So
you've never had one of those roll cakes? It is cake.
I have, but this one looks weird, and it's surrounded by mushrooms for some reason. Okay, so milk and cookies, fruit cake, candy canes, or
is that a beef Wellington?
It might be.
Are you sure? It sounds kind of good.
Geiger, what do you think here for your breakfast?
Fruitcake, log,
milk and cookies,
it looks
candy
like
canes, Yule log. Yeah.
Glass of cum with cookies.
Is it being
and
cut by Chef Gordon Ramsay? What is this?
So drinking the nut milk would make me shit my pants. So that's not a good way to start the day. I like cookies. Fruitcake's nasty. The cake doesn't sound bad. I don't want to eat a cake. Like,
doesn't?
Well,
mushrooms around it.
Oh well, the mushrooms are odd accoutrement, but like, you have pastries for breakfast. What's the fucking difference than like a piece of cake? So
it's a big rolled up cake that looks like a fucking turd. That sounds pretty good to me.
I like that they put mushrooms on the turd.
Hey, what is a breakfast sausage but a brown looking fried meat turd? So I'm going to do the cake as opposed to candy cane. I can't just eat candy for breakfast. I'm not fucking 9.
All right, Novak, what do you say?
I'm going to go... milk and cookies I could eat any time of day. I'm going with that.
Okay. But he said it looked like lemonade jizz.
You ate a turd.
Well, assume it actually is milk.
Yeah, I think that's probably safe.
I'm going to go with... the fruit cake. I don't normally like fruit cake, but I don't know. The rest of these just look really unappealing to me. Okay, next question. It says, that was yummy. What's next on the Holly Jolly agenda? So your choices are work on Santa's sleigh, check on the reindeer, has a picture of a reindeer like licking its nose for some reason. Map out Santa's flight coordinates, picture of Santa flying across the moon like E.T., and review the naughty and nice lists. So we got Santa's sleigh, check on the reindeer, map out the coordinates, or review the naughty and nice lists. Geiger, what do you say?
Working on Santa's sleigh just sounds fucking boring. I'm not like a mechanic. I don't know how that fucking works. I don't want to map out. I hate planning anything. So mapping out flight logistics would make me want to jump off the top of the North Pole. And I don't... What was the last one?
Review naughty nice lists and check on the reindeer.
I don't, it's kids on Christmas. I'm
check the reindeer. You used to scoop up the shit at the Saukville parade.
Yeah, I have a lot of experience in livestock management, and reindeer are cool. Rudolph's pretty cool. I like animals. I think it'd be fun to pet the reindeer and feed them carrots and cookies and milk and whatever else they eat. And I think did these talk? I think I saw they talked on that one movie. So I'm going to have a nice conversation with, Vixen and catch up with them and see what's going on. So I'm going to talk to the reindeer, or I'm going to clean the reindeer, feed them. I don't know what. I'm going to sit down and have a long heart-to-heart with Prancer. Yeah,
I'm going to tell the reindeer about my cum pants.
I'm going to do some sports betting with Donner. I think he's got a line on the Giants this weekend.
Okay. Novak, what do you say?
The first 3 all involve me somehow fucking up Christmas. Like, something I'm doing is like I didn't fix the sleigh correctly. I didn't map out the chart correctly. I didn't do what I needed to do, fed the reindeer the wrong thing. The naughty and nice list, I can handle that. Look, I know, I don't care if I'm getting the wrong presents to the wrong kids. That I don't care about. They just have to have something under their tree. So I'm going to go with that one.
All right. I'm going to map out the coordinates because I want to take this opportunity to make sure Santa misses the houses of like all the people that I don't like. Just sort of like leave them off the route, know?
Oh, no.
So that's my plan. Yeah, I'm evil. All right. So here's the next one. Time to get to the toy factory. What are you making today? Here are choices. First one is teddy bears, and it has a picture of this teddy bear's face that is like fucked up because the eyes like aren't quite on the same plane, like one eye's higher than the other.
This is the teddy bear eye plane. We put each eyeball on a different one.
So teddy bears, doll houses, rocking horses, or bicycles. What are you working on, Geiger?
I think it might be kind of fun to put together a bike. That's simple enough. You got to put the chain on, which got a pain in the ass, but I could figure it out. And bikes are a fun toy. Like I get to ride the bike around a little bit to see if it works. That's right.
Geiger testing some like 6-year-old girl's bicycle with like a bell and a basket. Ding ding ding.
All of the bikes that you open up under the tree have had my sweaty ass on them. In my cum pants, so I will ride the bikes. I don't change the pants.
I'm gonna go with the one that's easiest. Most of my Christmas delivery plans are to smuggle tarantulas, and what quicker way to get them around the world than stuffing them into dollhouses? There's plenty of space for them to move around. Some to go in dollhouses.
Dollhouse.
My mom had a tarantula in a big glass ball in our bathroom. I just remembered that.
Glass ball?
Yeah, it was like preserved in like a bit. It was the size of like a bigger softball almost, and there was a tarantula like frozen in it in place.
Tarantula DNA.
It was great having it in the bathroom because you sit down, take a shit, and look up at a giant tarantula.
That's fucking terrifying.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. It was great for her part-time job as a fucking fortune teller or something. I don't know why she had it in there. Esmeralda the Great.
She carried around in like a... Did she have a cane and it was frozen in the top of it?
Yeah. Boil, toil and trouble. It's just my mom. Hold on 1 second. Get on the plane, Mom.
Welcome to Spider Park. We're not getting any visitors. I don't know why. Nobody wants to come here. Fucking worst park idea ever. Bicycles are the last thing. They're so complicated. I can barely ride my own bike, let alone build one. That's the last thing I would pick. I think I'm gonna go teddy bears because I want to like continue the tradition of making them like slightly fucked up. Like everything's just sort of like just a little bit off.
Tradition.
Yeah. Okay. Choose a Christmas song to listen to while you're working. Here are your choices: Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer by Gene Autry, I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus by the Jackson 5, Santa Claus is Coming to Town by Bruce Springsteen, and Santa Baby by Eartha Kitt. Geiger, where are you going here?
I was hoping for Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer. I think that's a funny song. You guys ever hear that one growing up? It's pretty great.
I heard it before, yeah, once or twice.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it was it Megadeth that did it? I can't remember.
Yeah,
but
that's correct.
Yeah. Original Megadeth song. I guess of these four, that Santa Claus is Coming to Town song by Bruce Springsteen. I like The Boss. I'm a big fan of Springsteen. And I kind of like that Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Like that sounded so
you dead ringer for him.
Did you? Yeah. Santa Claus is coming to town. Is that better?
Bruce Springsteen, mid-stroke, his brain still keeps singing the song. Neurons firing. Right?
It's
all he knows how to do anymore in his vegetative state.
He doesn't know where he is. They're just like pushing him in the ribs.
Coming to town.
Dance Avenue, freeze out. No, the Christmas one. Oh!
We can't pull the plug. He's still banging out hits here in this vegetative state. Look at him go.
Yeah, I'll do Santa Claus Coming to Town.
All right. Novak, what you say?
There's nothing I like more in a Christmas song than when somebody's fucking horny for Santa.
Yeah. He's hot. Look at those
which is why
cum gutters.
Which is why I'm gonna go with Santa Baby.
He hides so many tarantulas in those gutters.
The problem is, Novak, by the time that your shift's over, you're gonna be just so ragingly horny from listening to Santa be seduced that you're not gonna know what to do with yourself. You're gonna have cum pants.
I think that song, like, isn't she asking for all this expensive shit from Santa?
Yeah, she's not actually horny for Santa. She's horny for like diamond rings and fucking cars and shit. And like,
okay.
Well, she's trying to like seduce Santa and use him, right?
He's a married man.
No, I think she just wants possessions. I think that's it.
I'll give you a little peek, Santa, if you give me some gifts. Those things.
Santa baby, give me a ring, I'll show you my tits. That's right. What?
Santa baby, I'll let you do the top of nut more in me.
That's what that's called.
I'm gonna go. I saw.
See
Mama
you're
kissing
desperate. Santa. You're either fat or your coat stuffed with spiders.
Okay. Next one. Mrs. Claus needs help with the holiday decorating. Which decoration department will you work in? Your choices are, I'll decorate the tree. It's a picture of the shittiest ornament I've ever seen on a tree, just like some little paper thing. I'll hang the stockings, parentheses, with care. I'll string the lights, or I'll wrap the gifts. What are you going to do here, Geiger?
Woof. There's a clear winner
Santa
here.
baby.
Santa baby, gimme dem stockings. That is the easiest fucking thing. Of here's a stocking, here's a hook, I'm done. I'm the shittiest gift wrapper of all time. When my wife and I would both wrap some of the gifts, and supposed to be there, like some were supposed to be from Santa, I would make her wrap the Santa one so it didn't look like Santa had a stroke halfway done through wrapping, because I'm just bad at it. I've gotten better, but I'm not good. And doing lights, I don't do lights in my own house because it looks like a pain in the fucking ass. So I'm gonna hang stockings with. I'll take care. I'll use care, so it won't be an easy job, but it'll be a lot easier than those others.
Okay.
Santa baby, give me cash and I will send you feet pics.
I've got the best wiki feet page.
Santa baby, subscribe over to my OnlyFans. That's right.
I've wrapped my feet in tarantula bags for you. Okay, Novak, what are you doing here?
Santa's he's a little freaky. Santa baby, a new Tesla, and then you can sniff armpit.
Santa's got some weird fucking fetishes.
I promise that my hair's not alive.
What?
Okay, what are my choices?
Decorate tree, stocking, string lights, wrap gifts.
Santa baby. A fur coat and you can smell all my farts in a jar. I just needed a P.O. box to send them.
I'm going to go with the decorate the tree.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of leaning towards, but I'm really bad at wrapping gifts too, but I string the lights is something I sort of like wish I was good at, so maybe I just need some practice at that. So I'm going to go with string the lights. All right, next one. To reward you for your hard work, Mrs. Claus offers to bake you a batch of cookies. What kind of cookies do you want? Your choices. Chocolate chip cookies, gingerbread cookies, sugar cookies, peanut butter cookies. Geiger, what you doing?
So this is really two choices because sugar cookies and gingerbread cookies suck. It's peanut butter or chocolate chip, and for me, this is easy. Chocolate chip all the way. I like peanut butter, but chocolate chip's better.
I do love chocolate chip cookies. They're amazing, but recently I've been in a peanut butter cookie mode, so I'm going to go peanut butter.
Yeah, I mean, I love a chocolate chip cookie too, but bad chocolate chip cookie is so disappointing. And I feel like a peanut butter cookie is harder to fuck up. So I will go peanut butter cookie as well. All right. Next one. How many more fucking questions in this goddamn quiz?
It's almost like you just read it. All right. Question 26.
All right. Three more.
Santa's looking into his 401k. Where should he diversify? God damn it.
Santa baby, please, if you could just end this quiz right now.
All right, can you guys hear me okay? I think I froze for a sec.
A new fur coat and I will give you a golden shower.
Yeah, I can hear you, Chad.
Yep, did you hear that? Did that come through?
Did that come through loud and clear?
I heard the golden shower, John. Yeah, I got the golden shower.
Yeah.
Santa baby, give me gifts and I'll suck your dick. That's right.
Plenty of
pretty direct.
Plenty of dirty sex acts for Santa. Santa has not been offered a Cleveland steamer yet. So
Santa baby, I'm a millennial and you know what that means. That's right. I'll clean your butthole. That's all. You should just clean your butthole.
Would you like to come and see Goatsy?
Santa baby, fa-doink, 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 fa-doink. Okay.
Maybe you have heard my name before, Tub Girl. Anyway.
Okay, what else?
Santa baby, I want a party, but it's got to be a lemon party. Okay. All right. The work day's almost over, but Santa calls you in for a meeting. What's the meeting about? Here are your choices.
What the fuck? This is not a real business.
You know those classic meetings with your boss where you get to decide what it's about? All right. He wants me to be his co-pilot on Christmas Eve. He needs help tracking a mysterious green figure who wants to steal Christmas, as a picture of the Grinch.
Shrek.
He needs me to help him design a new suit. And this one, it just has a real close-up, super close-up picture of Santa's belt buckle, like right above the crotch.
Santa baby, I'll help you design the new suit. Wink, 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 wink.
This is a wardrobe department from the heavy metal jobs or whatever.
You're sitting in the office, sitting around a big table, and Santa just walks up with his crotch in your face. You want to help me design a new suit?
I think we're gonna call this one the birthday suit. Just takes the pants off. Oh Lord, Santa.
Last choice. He wants my world famous hot chocolate recipe. So, co-pilot, track the Grinch, new suit, or hot chocolate. Geiger, what do you say?
Co-pilot would be kick ass, flying around in a sleigh. Maybe not so much going down the chimney. That would suck. And it's cold outside. Yeah, hot chocolate. I'll just give him a hot chocolate recipe. That's easy enough. Yeah, you melt chocolate in a cup. Here you go. Put some milk in there.
Swiss Miss pack. Couple mini marshmallows.
Oh, ho, ho. That's wonderful.
Novak?
I want to be part of Santa's office quid pro quo.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm going to help him design his new suit and get a promotion.
Okay. Not the kind of promotion you want, but all right. I don't know. I feel like the Grinch is misunderstood. I don't really want to track him.
What? Misunderstood? His heart was 2 sizes too small, I guess. It's not his fault.
Yeah. So I think Geiger's first instinct was right. I think it would be, you don't have to go down the chimney with him. You can just fucking sit in the sleigh, while he's doing that.
Shit.
So I think the co-pilot would be fun. I like to fly, I assume. All right, so that was a stressful day. Pick a way to unwind. Here are your choices.
Oh boy.
Playing in the snow. It has a picture of like a heart-shaped snowball for some reason. Going to a holiday party, and then there's a picture of somebody like holding a sparkler up. Imagining new toy ideas, and there's a person with like a drawing board, and it looks like they have blueprints of like a new skyscraper or something. I don't know how it's a toy idea, but and then the last one. The last one is studying dentistry, and they spelled dentistry wrong. They spelled it dentristy, and there's just a picture of like a teeth, like bottom teeth mold or whatever. So how do you want to unwind? Playing in the snow, holiday party, imagining new toy ideas, or dentristy?
Is that because of that?
What do you say?
Isn't that Rudolph claymation thing? The elf wanted to be a dentist or whatever.
Really?
Sense.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, he did. The one with the oinga boinga and all that. Yeah.
The one, oh yeah, the one with the oinga boinga. The fuck you're talking about?
My suit is currently 2 sizes too small. If you wouldn't mind helping me redesign.
The pants, especially, are very tight at the moment. And
I need a new design that can hold 320 tarantulas. Get ready.
They all need to be able to live. Say it to
Wait,
baby. What are you doing? Oh my God, zip flump.
Let me just say my top nutmare is... oh, fuck. Let me just say...
My nutmare?
My top nutmore.
No! Nutting in front of 1,000 people. This is my nutmare.
It doesn't matter what I was going to say.
No, go ahead. I want to hear your nutmare.
I was going to say the top nutmore was down the elf's throat. All right, so what...
Oh yeah,
so much better when you are so ashamed to say it. Yeah, no, move on. No, I want to hear. It's not down the elf throat. That's all I was going to say. All right, move on.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's the choice is be a dentist, play in the snow, go to a fun party, or become Frank Lloyd Wright. Those are the three. I will. Two of those is just work. Snow is wet and cold. I'm gonna go party down. That sounds like a blast. Party every night.
Yeah,
that's fun.
I'm playing in snow.
Yeah, this is tough. I think I'm going to. I got some pretty good toy ideas. But the world will never know them because I'm going to a holiday party. Okay, so I think this is mercifully the last one. Yes, it is. All right. It's finally time for bed. Choose a Christmas movie to watch as you drift off to dreamland. Here are your choices.
Not Elf.
First one, Elf.
No. It's like we're an Elf director's cut.
Second one, The Santa Claus, and it's got fucking Tim Allen's dumb shit face on there. Third one. Third one.
I see that guy in my nightmares every night.
This nut needs more power. Whoa, 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 whoa.
I'm gonna nut. I don't think so,
Okay. Third choice is The Polar Express, and it has this like, the CGI like Tom Hanks with just this dumpy fucking face, and like his coat definitely looks inflated, like there's tarantulas in there. And last one is How the Grinch Stole Christmas, and it's the live action one because you see Jim Carrey like leaned over in the Grinch thing with like his face all scrunched up in front of Cindy Lou Who.
This is four shitty movies. I'm just going to say it for anyone who hasn't heard me say it before. Elf sucks. Stop showing me Elf. Stop telling me you like Elf. Stop liking Elf. I like Will Ferrell a lot. Elf is not funny. I have to watch Elf every year because my wife and my kids like Elf, and I'm sick of it. All right, rant over. Man, I stuck it to him. Box office for Elf just plummets retroactively. So it's the other three are Jim Carrey, Santa Claus, and
Polar Express.
Yeah, Polar Express. Santa Claus does have Judge Reinhold, who's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
That Polar Express movie also was boring as shit, and yes, has like CGI Spider Hanks. So I guess it's down to Santa Claus and Jim Carrey Grinch. I haven't seen the Santa Claus in the longest of the time. Like I randomly saw the Jim Carrey Grinch. I think we showed the kids like 2 years ago, and it's bad. So I guess I will go with. I can't believe I'm saying this.
Wow.
Santa Claus. What I'll watch every night. It's probably innocuous enough. And Tim Allen is such a good guy with good political views that I can stand by it. So.
I can't go with Elf.
Yeah.
Can't go with Tim Allen. Can't go with more Grinch content. Now, as bad as Polar Express is, and it's fucking the stuff of nightmares because like those are such weird CGI. I'm going to pick Polar Express.
Buzzfeed quizzes are grinding my computer to a halt here.
You are very laggy.
The lights are flickering in California right now. Buzzfeed's gas like billowing out of the Buzzfeed offices as the turbines are working overtime to get this quiz through.
For some reason now, like Buzzfeed, at least on this quiz, after you pick the last answer, and then you click like see results, and then it says show you your results in 15 seconds, and then there's just like a countdown while it like shows ads. So I also chose Polar Express because I mean Elf is the only one of these I've seen. I think like I would just be unhappy watching either the other two, like the Santa Claus or like Grinch, because they're supposed to be funny and I wouldn't find them funny, and like nothing makes me madder than like a movie that's trying to be funny and I don't like it. Polar Express probably boring, but at least like watch it for the fascination of the shitty CGI. Like maybe I'd get some enjoyment out of that.
Nothing makes you madder than when you're watching a movie that's supposed to be funny and it isn't. That's the biggest problem in your charmed life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Santa baby, you know what I want, and that is such tool time.
I want to see the neighbor Wilson's face for once.
Santa baby, I really love that character, Al Borland.
Santa baby, did you know Pam Anderson got her start on the show? Fun fact.
Reading IMDb to Santa now. Santa baby, Ivan Johnson was the DP on that show. Tim Allen still makes $32,000 in residuals. Santa baby.
All right, Geiger, I've got your results here.
Okay.
I'm gonna show you the picture of your elf here. This is you, Geiger. It's
he's
just the fucking
look at those ears.
Yeah, a skinny, dorky looking, like looks like he's 12, but has gray hair for some reason. Giant ears. It says meet Frosty.
That's basically
not wrong.
You just described Geiger.
Not too far off. Nailed it. It looks kind of like a misshapen blob. Yeah, that's you.
It's got a gut that looks like about 20 bagged spiders on it. This one's named Frosty Winglepop. That's your name. It says meet Frosty Winglepop, a cheerful elf who dedicates time to check on the reindeer, ensuring they're as merry as can be. With a knack for crafting world-famous hot chocolate, this elf spreads festive joy through every sip. The name Frosty captures a frosty, wintry spirit, while Winglepop reflects the whimsical joy and playful energy that dances in the air when holiday cheer abounds. Together, they create an elf name that sparkles with holiday magic, Christmas tree emoji, coffee cup emoji. So, good job, AI quiz.
Santa baby, why does Winglepup look like me? Oh no. I'm a dirty, lumpy piece of shit, Santa baby.
We still talking about Winglepop. Hey, man. That's what's going on here? Oh man! I hope Novak's name is like like a jingle floppy tits or something. All right, your name is Cinnamon Five Chins.
No, please don't look like me. Oh no!
Oh, please look like Novak.
It definitely does not look like you because this is like an actual like handsome looking elf here. He's got like
Oh,
chiseled
wow.
jaw.
That's what handsome. No, Chad, what the fuck? Chad's turned on by this cartoon elf rendering.
It's got some great gutters here. Yeah, it's got it.
Oh, this is no Novak. I got a big old boner.
All right, so Novak's elf's name is Jingle Winklewhiff. It says, meet Jingle Winklewhiff. This merry little elf joyfully dances through the North Pole, keeping tabs on the naughty and nice list while sprinkling kindness everywhere. Jingle earned the name for the delightful sound of bells that follow them around, always reminding others of holiday cheer. Winklewhiff reflects a playful spirit, a talent for crafting fabulous suits, and a touch of magic. Christmas tree emoji. And I don't know if you guys can see this, but I think the AI forgot to draw the right arm here. It's like, like the right arm. It ends at the elbow.
Oh, no. He's a war veteran.
Jingle Whiff was in Nam or whatever.
He is fucking cut though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Handsome as hell.
Yeah.
God damn him.
Yeah.
Turn down a minute.
Looks nothing like you. So fucking hot.
Santa baby, I really wish you were Winklewhiff. Can you give me his number, maybe, Santa baby?
Santa baby, can Winklewhiff jack off in the corner? Okay. So I got this like mine looks like a 2-year-old. This fucking like this tiny little one.
It does look very small. Fuck. They all look like they have the same head.
Yeah, big ears. All right, so mine is called. I only get one paragraph. Mine is called Twinkle Chart Leaf. It says, meet Twinkle Chartleaf. This festive elf name sparkles with a spirit of navigation and joy. Twinkle reflects the shining lights of Christmas, while Chartleaf symbolizes the meticulous mapping of Santa's flight. Christmas tree emoji. So, there we go. All right, great. BuzzFeed, thank you for that.
Thank you.
Okay. Reese's Chocolate Lava Big Cup. Now, you may have seen this advertised recently. This is the size of the standard Big Cup, except it does have on the bottom, according to the picture, a river of flowy chocolate.
I mean, it's definitely there. It's like probably a more sizable layer than I was sort of expecting it to be of the flowy chocolate on the bottom.
My brain almost thinks of it as like there's almost something jelly-ish to it.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit. I mean, they probably have to. Who knows what chemicals are in there to keep it in that like runny-ish consistency.
Mm-hmm. It is runnier than most. I'm trying to think of some other. You know how like a caramello can be like extremely runny and liquidy. It's like in that ballpark.
Does it affect the taste that much?
I mean, it is a subtle flavor. I will say that. Like if you just isolate the chocolate river and just eat that, it's much more subtle than some sugar bomb from the peanut butter and chocolate.
Okay, I'm up first here. I think it's maybe kind of what I thought. I don't think it really doesn't add anything to the Reese's Big Cup, which is already very good on its own. Maybe not such a bad idea, but I don't know about the execution. I actually feel like it just seems out of place. Like to put it along the bottom there. Not really sure what they're going for, and it makes it like a little bit messy. Not big time, but I do have to like hold the cup at a certain angle to make sure it's not like kind of dripping.
Must be precise with the way I hold my cup.
It's a lot of work.
32 degrees to the right.
I think this is suffering in the same way that the Pecan Snickers did. And that all I can think is why it's not quite as good as the regular Reese's Cup. I think it's kind of detracting from the overall taste. It is still tasty. I can't deny that. but I'm only going to give it a like that and not a love. Geiger, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't, to me, it doesn't do much. It's just, it's a big cup. I don't taste I do appreciate.
What's it supposed to do?
I thought I could at least change my oil, chart my Christmas course. No, I think it tastes fine. It doesn't affect the flavor that much is what I meant. And I do appreciate that it's gooey. I would have not liked it if it was like some thick, sludgy fudge at the bottom. I like the form factor of it. I just wish I tasted more, like I almost want that gushing, like caramello, like gooey into your mouth kind of flavor. Wow. Where it's like sloppier to eat, but it's like you actually taste the flavor of it.
You talking about food or your nut more?
As it is, I think it's just a like that. It's not a love, but I think it tastes good. If you like big cups, you're gonna like this. It's hardly any different. So again, a little disappointing in that I was hoping it would be something new and like totally different, but I think it tastes good.
So you gave it a like? Is that right?
Yeah, sorry, I like that.
Okay.
I thought I said that.
2 likes. Chad, are we at we have a full agreement episode here. If you choose a like. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean the WW has the W already, so doesn't matter what I say here. But look, I like where their head was at here. I think this is a good idea. I think the execution is flawed in a few different ways. First of all, the flavor is so subtle that a Reese's peanut butter cup is like, right, it's one of the most distinctive flavors, right? Like it's in your face. It is not a subtle flavor at all. So you don't get any of the flavor of this chocolate river at all. You get a little bit of the consistency, which is actually kind of nice, but they put it in the wrong place. I think the chocolate river should have been on the top so that your top teeth kind of like bite into it as you come down. I think that would have been a more pleasing mouth feel.
There's the
experience.
architect coming out.
I think that would have been better. I also think it was a mistake to put this in the big cup because the flavor is so subtle and there's so much peanut butter in the big cup that just overwhelms things. I think this would have been better tried in a regular size cup. I think we would have got a better chance of it actually being a difference maker in some way. So yeah, I think it's a strict detraction from the regular big cup. Enough so, I mean, look, it's still good. I ate the full big cup, but I can't in good faith give this a love dat when there are so many other better Reese's cup and even big cup varietals, right? Like the Reese's Puffs big cup or the potato chip big cup or the pretzel big cup are all better than this. So this is going to be a like that for me as well. So we have 3 full agreements here, which is, but wow. Even a really positive episode though. Nothing lower than a like here. Yeah. Today for 300. So good for us.
Great. Whenever a Reese's product comes out, Chad turns into the guy from Beautiful Mind.
My own internal computer grinds to a halt.
A fitting group of snacks here for the 300th episode of all positive ratings, all full agreement. We do recommend, it's probably hard to find. Where did you find this WW bar, Geiger?
It's a local grocery store here. I just went, I needed another chocolate bar. It might have been Woodman's, actually. I'm not sure. I think it was.
W stands for Woodman's.
Woodman's. Yeah.
Okay, Geiger.
Yeah.
Listeners, they still, after 300 episodes, have not quite figured out how to contact us.
Now they're ready to contact. They were waiting 300 episodes to contact us.
Let's see how far this thing goes before I get invested.
After an hour plus of us talking about Nutmores and a breathless Mariah Carey or whoever asking Santa for increasingly disturbing sexual
It's like
favors.
when you don't want to start a new show because it might get canceled after the first season. You know, You're like, oh, let's wait and see how many seasons this goes before I start. That's what our listeners are like for waiting to contact us.
You're pot committed now. Right, you've stayed for 300 of these fuckers. You're going to listen to us to the day we croak. And we're going to do the podcast in the nursing home. Melba toasted applesauce. What do you got? I'll tell you what, I would come in my pants. Look at those big titties. That's like all we're going to be yelling about. That's what we're going to yell in the nursing home.
And one of us is just on the bed. Santa Claus is coming to town.
Geiger thinks he's Springsteen again. God damn it. So, yeah, I think if you want to reach out to us, now's the time. You've had ample opportunity to save up all your awesome comments.
And now.
And I'll give you a minute to type. I'll wait.
And here we go.
And that would be www. No, I'm kidding. We are available at youtrydat@gmail.com. We also have little spots on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and YouTube. Anywhere you can get your podcast, you can hear us. We would love to know your ratings and thoughts on the snacks we try. Suggest some snacks for the podcast. Ask a question for the mailbag. Any of that stuff. If your friends and family you think would enjoy the show, please let them know about it. And if you are still listening after 300 episodes, or even if you came in at 297, welcome. Thanks for coming along. We really do appreciate it. It's been a lot of fun to do this for 4 years now, something like that. So,
7.
What? It's not been 7 years.
What? Wait, what? Okay, I'm done.
Excuse me, I'm out.
6
Man, 6 years. Wow. Anyway, thank you for listening with us. It is a fun way for us to hang out with each other and make all these hilarious comments.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, thank you.
Everyone finds funny, not just us.
Right. It's not totally a vanity project for us.
Broad appeal comedy. That's what we have.
Yeah.
Okay. Last question here. You have to keep some kind of animal or insect in a dino DNA type of setup in your house.
Mm-hmm.
What are you going with?
It's not tarantula, Mom. It's pretty weird.
It just has to be in my house, like,
yeah,
or in a. I don't have to walk around with it.
I did say animal, so you could have like a giant
wildebeest or something,
pound tiger.
I don't know, blue whale.
Fills up your whole backyard.
What is that? Blue whale DNA.
Do I have to introduce it like that? If they say like, "Oh, what do you got there?" Like, that's crocodile DNA.
You don't have to, but
it'd be pretty fun.
I don't know why you wouldn't.
How could you not? I don't know.
I think it would be hilarious to have a giant like gorilla like beating its chest with its mouth open, like in amber.
Real. They're real. It's a real animal.
Yeah. It's
inside
not
of there.
Alive.
You want an actual you want an actual like gorilla's corpse sitting in your house encased in
endangered white rhino. That's what I want.
What do you want? That's so fucking cool. A caterpillar
I'm
or
just
something?
gonna fucking pick a bug or something.
A bug? There's a million.
Gorilla.
Look outside. There's a million bugs. You can stick them in a bunch of syrup and put them in your fridge. Big deal.
I don't want an 8-foot gorilla.
It is a conversation piece.
Geiger draining the world's supply of amber or whatever to like in order to encase this gorilla.
I'd have a fucking nightmare about the amber melting and the gorilla coming out or something.
I'd have a giant nightmare. The gorilla's dead. It has to breathe and eat. It's not in there just frozen in time. This isn't Encino Man in my living room.
No. This is Han Solo Carbonite. This is what it is. I always serious answer. I think a seahorse could look pretty cool. Like the sort of like the shape of the seahorse in there might be kind of neat.
Yeah, gorilla could kick a seahorse's ass.
I'm thinking like a gnat, and it's just gonna look like I have a ball of amber.
What are you doing with that? No one's going to get to see it.
What am I doing with any of them? What are you doing with your...
Can you imagine the cool conversations they're going to have when Coco's just growling at people in the basement?
What's the conversation you're going to have with the fucking team of men that you're going to need to move the gorilla into your house?
Hey, I want it downstairs. You're getting paid by the hour. Chop, chop. That's the conversation. No monkey, no money. That's what I say to them.
It doesn't look good in this room. I'm going to need to see it in the other one again, please.
Yes, I know there's already a gorilla in amber there. They needed a friend. Put it next to him.
Lay it next to me on my mattress if you don't mind.
Now spread the legs. It's already in amber, sir. I said spread them.
Bury it in my casket with me. Bury me in a piano case.
I'm buried in like a kid's swimming pool, apparently. I want all of them posed to make it look like they're in that dogs playing poker painting. Now move them around the table.
Now make me spooning him.
And by the way, my top nut more is me all over this amber gorilla. So just, you know. Right on his silverback.
He died the way he lived, humping an amber gorilla.
I'm going to need to, I don't know how to say this, you to drill a hole in the amber in a specific spot.
I don't know.
It looks like I figured it out. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
I don't know how to say this, but drill me a fucking hole if you don't.
This amber gorilla's my fleshlight, if you know what I mean.
I'm having a hard time finding the right phrasing, but I plan on fucking this monkey.
On this plane, this seat, I bought this seat from my fucking gorilla, so you need to move over.
Oh boy. Well,
I'm gonna buckle my amber fucking gorilla into this seatbelt if you don't mind.
You know, 300's probably a good place to stop. We've covered all the topics, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, we've got Snack More coming up next week to find the best snack of 2024. And that'll do it for this time, guys. This is so much fun. Hopefully do another 300.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we'll be back next time. We'll try out 3 brand new shows.
Deuces.
Yep.
Well, sir, someday I'd like to be a dentist. I'd like to be a dentist.
So Herbert wants to be a dentist. Making toys, yeah, he would like to end this. The whole thing is making him friendless, cause Herbert wants to be a dentist. Now I like toys just as much as the next kid, and I hate the dentist just as much as the next kid. But if Herbert made the toy just like everyone else did, he never would have learned about a lower bicuspid.